We've all been there, right? You put your heart into something, you gave it your all, but somewhere along the way, it didn't work out the way you imagined, and suddenly you're left feeling defeated. Maybe you let yourself down. Maybe you feel like you've wasted time, energy, or even hope. You thought you could handle it, but now you're standing here, wondering if you've got what it takes to keep going. And that's okay. It's okay to feel disappointed. It's okay to feel like you've hit a wall. Because disappointment doesn't make you weak, it makes you human. We all have those moments where we fall short, where we don't live up to our own expectations. But here's something you need to remember. Disappointment is not the end. It's easy to stay stuck in that moment, right? To replay every misstep, every mistake, wondering what you could have done differently. We've all done it, beating ourselves up, blaming ourselves for not doing enough. It's like a broken record playing in our heads. But let me tell you something. Those thoughts, they don't define you. What defines you is what you choose to do next. The truth is, nobody gets it right every single time. Nobody. Even the most successful people, the ones we look up to, they've failed. They've made mistakes. They've had moments where they thought they couldn't keep going. But do you know what they did? They didn't quit. They found a way to rise again. You're standing in front of a choice right now. A choice to stay down, to let the disappointment swallow you up, or a choice to rise. To get up, shake it off, and try again. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that just because you stand up, everything will magically get better. But you know what? It will get better. Because the hardest battles often lead to the most beautiful victories. Think about it. The best stories, the ones that really matter, are never the ones that were smooth sailing all the way through. They're the ones where the character faced obstacle after obstacle, failure after failure, and still kept going. They rose, even when it felt impossible. And that's the story you're writing right now. The story of someone who is refusing to be defeated. You might feel like you're carrying the weight of your mistakes right now, but trust me, that weight is only temporary. It's a stepping stone. It's a lesson. And once you learn from it, that weight will turn into wisdom. You'll look back on this moment and realize that it wasn't the end of your journey. It was just one chapter in a much bigger story. The truth is, you're stronger than you think. You've already proven that. Every time you faced a setback, every time you thought you couldn't go on, but you still did, you've proven your strength. And now, this moment, it's just another chance for you to rise up. It's another chance to show yourself what you're made of. So stop holding on to that disappointment. Let it go. Yes, it's part of the story, but it's not the whole story. It's just a page, not the entire book. You've got so much more to write, and who knows, the next chapter could be the one where everything changes for you. Don't let this moment define your future. Let it fuel you. Let it drive you to push harder, to learn, to grow, and to keep moving forward. You're not defined by your failures. You're defined by how you rise from them. You're allowed to be frustrated. You're allowed to be upset. But don't stay there. Don't let that frustration keep you down for too long. Because you have something inside of you that's far stronger than any setback. And when you get back up, and you will, you'll be ready to face the next challenge, the next dream, and the next step of your journey. So, take a deep breath, wipe away the doubt, and remember, the story isn't over yet. The best is still ahead of you. You are just getting started. If you enjoyed this content, please consider giving it a like, sharing it with someone who might need to hear this, and subscribing to the channel for more. Your support means the world and helps us continue creating more meaningful content just for you. Thank you for being here.